Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102 Lowend Legend Part 4. Well, a lot's happened. An awful lot has happened in this. I'm going to fire this up as a solo game. Myself and Matt. Get ready, get ready. We're well into the new season now. So much has happened. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. So, Matt is still riding high with Bishop Stortford, and what a glamorous FA Cup tie he has. He is away to Liverpool in the FA Cup third round. Now, one thing I'm going to look at with Matt, I've not looked at lately, is his finances. But before I go any further, he's had a really shit run of form. He was looking really good, and as you can see there, fuck me. Fucking hell, I can't believe that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 8 games he hasn't won in the league. That is quite a rut, isn't it? 8 games, and you can see it's been really costly. Good results in the FA Cup. Got through the qualifying, went through the first round. That was a good result in the first round. At home to League One was a great result. He certainly fancied his chances against Chorley, but he's got himself now in Liverpool. So it's a glamorous FA Cup tie. We're coming to the halfway stage now of the season. Season 4, sorry, 5. I said season 3. I meant season 4. And there you see he's 3 points off the pace. Long way to go. But more importantly, let's check his money. Very, very lucky. He's actually in the green, or in the black, shall I say. Now, interestingly, right, they took £1.9 million off him at the start of the season, and it was for ground maintenance over here. I knew it was going to happen. Basically, you may recall that when you come out the Conference North or South to the Premier, they redevelop your stadium, and of course they need to take money off you. When you come out of the Premier to the Football League, they will do the same thing. Just like they'll do the same thing when you come out of the Championship to the Premier League. So he's done really well there, and I think he sold a player. He's selling a player. Oh, I thought he was selling a player for £1 million. In fact, I'm sure he said he was selling a player for £1 million. What happened there then? Anyway, so he brought this player. Now this guy here, I let him have, to be honest with you. I let go of him. He was. This is an interesting one. He wanted to go back to his own country, but he was happy to go to Bishop Stortford. So, and he's been a good player for Matt. He is a very good player at this level. To be fair to Matt, he's picked up some really good players for this level. 10, as we know, is the limit, and he's got 4 loans. Ethan Coleman. Where do I know that name from? I think I had him on my Peterborough Sports game, didn't I? But Ethan Coleman, look how well he's done. 825, he must be really pleased with him. Stephen Bradley, a great player there. Anderson at Charlton, hasn't played him. I think he needed another goalkeeper, just a backup goalkeeper. That striker, he'll be pissed off with that striker. Because look how shit he's done. But the 6 players he's brought, Marco Russ, be disappointed of him. I think, though, this is one of them things, Matt don't use left wingers, so he's going to be out of position. Kieran Kelly, he's not done great. He looks really good, actually. For the level, he looks good. And just sometimes it don't work. I mean, I don't know, without looking too in depth, is he playing him at centre-back or is he playing him at left-back? I mean, to be honest with you, he can play anywhere, left or centre. He's got the credentials. I don't know, maybe he's just hit a bit of bad run. What was his, just have a look at his history. I mean, I see. He was my ex-player. Do you know what? I thought I recognised him. I brought him at Warrington back in season 1. Okay, it's always nice. Lopata. What? I mean, he looks fucking great. And again, he's not done great, is he? He's got some good attributes. Let's just see. It was a good signing. It was a very, very good signing. Over to, we spoke about the Bosnian and Ethan Ross. Yeah, he's not done too bad. Okay, so Matt is looking good now. I'm thinking Matt should be in the FA Trophy, isn't he? He will be in the FA Trophy, won't he? Let's just make sure where the FA Trophy is. There you go. So I'm sure he'll be in there. Oh, okay, that draw's going to be very, very soon. very, very soon indeed. The very best of luck, Matt. He's looking good. He's looking good. And the last time I looked, he was still a poor. Now, over to me. Cast your mind back to where we were at with Norwich City. I'm going to speak in past tense now because I will tell you some breaking news. We have left Norwich City. Believe it or not. Now, Norwich City was a fairy tale season last season for us because there you see, all right, the fairy tale season is right there. We won the FA Cup and we deserved the FA Cup given the fact that we knocked out the holders in the quarterfinals, the Champions League and the EPL winners in the semi-finals, and then we we beat Arsenal in the final. As for the playoffs, we deservedly advanced to the Premier League with Norwich City. Job done, but we have left. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, right? We've left Norwich City. We actually had a good start, and I'll show you how. I can't even go to it without giving anything away. But let me just go straight to it. We have moved to West Ham United. We are West Ham United. I felt, although West Ham had a little bit less money, I feel that generally speaking, they had a much better team. They had a much better team, much more better values. Albeit, when I took over, they were 19th in the table with only one win. And obviously, Norwich had actually started so well. Now, of course, what I have surrendered at Norwich is where did we take over? I think we lost to Newcastle. I'm sure we lost that game. Let's just see where we took over Norwich. In fact, I know exactly where we took over Norwich. We just knocked out Ipswich in the League Cup. That was it. We knocked out Ipswich in the League Cup, and then we left because my first game as West Ham manager was that there. Crazy, isn't it? You couldn't script that shit. Obviously, we've got 2 pre-arranged transfers, and we've got 10 additional ones. Now, in terms of these, hang on a minute. We're on Norwich, aren't we? Let's have a look at we've got some deals in the pipeline. I might pull out some as we get closer, but the 2 pre-arranged deals, these might subject to be pulled. This Moroccan guy, and I think it's a Georgian goalkeeper as well at Liverpool. I'm probably going to keep him because I need a goalkeeper. We've got players coming and going, but the chances are I'm going to probably do a little bit of wheeling and dealing. We've got a lot of players going. I've got to keep an eye on the money, of course, at West Ham. And we've had a bit of a tough time at West Ham. We've endured a bit of a tough time. We scraped through in the League Cup on penalties against Man United. Obviously, we're not in the UEFA Cup like we were with West Ham, with Norwich. You know, it is what it is. I still think it's the right move, and I'll tell you why. Because I went up to good on reputation before I took the job. Now, when I took West Ham, boom, we are now very good. My next objective, who knows what I can do with West Ham? I don't know what the objective is over the next 18 months or so. But we're building that reputation nicely. We really are. Now, as for Matt, I didn't want to go to reputations whilst I was on Matt without giving spoilers away, but he's still poor. Now, let's give him some credit here. He's done very well. Now, what you've got to remember about Matt, he is, we both started, of course, as, I started as Warrington in the Conference North, and he started as Oxford City. We both started as in the bottom division. Now, whilst I don't want to remind Matt that he got sacked as manager of Oxford City, finishing bottom, may I add, let me remind you that he is in charge now of Bishop Stortford, who are bottom of the bottom. They got given promotion, automatic promotion, you know, like a replacement team from the lower leagues, and he took over. So it would be a good feat for him to continue Bishop Stortford. I don't think he will. I think he's in for a rough ride. I really do. He's still not got the biggest squad in the world. Let me remind you, he's going to lose 4 of those players at the end of the season because they're on loan. Let's take a look at, talking of loan, let's take a look at his loans. So he's got Green. He's going to lose him on loan. If I was Matt, he's not been using really Green. I would be looking, and he wants a new contract, so I'd be offering him a new contract, or I'd be trying to cash in on him, even for 50 grand, personally, Matt. That's what I would be doing, but, you know, at the end of the day, Matt is the gaffer. Matt is the gaffer. So this is the Lowend to Legend. The next instalment, the game just gets better and better. Let me know your views. Where will Matt go? Now, Matt did go for a job. Now, this job came up, and I thought he'd get it. I really did. I know he applied. it came up one division above them, and I went to them and I saw secure, and I thought, wow, they'll have some money. And I know we're both spurred on by a good bank balance. I thought they had more than that, actually. I could have swore they had more than that. Maybe not. Maybe not then. So there you see Mansfield, and they didn't give him the job, quite surprisingly, to be honest with you, that he didn't get that job. But it is what it is. And that's it then for the Lowend legend. Until the next one, guys, take it easy.